Back home, it's been a bizarre night in Northern Territory Parliament. In a bitter battle, the independent Speaker was sacked and then reinstated. Jane Bardon is at Parliament House and joins us now. Jane, as most of us were sleeping, there were extraordinary scenes going on there overnight. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, last night there was a spectacle that demonstrated there are still deep divisions within the country Liberals and loyalties that go beyond pressure from Adam Giles and his leadership team to toe the line. Although the government's regained majority support with Larissa Lee's vote, its first attempt at retribution went badly wrong. Elizabeth's reports on a start that carried on for hours into the early morning.
The results of the ballot are Matt Conlon 12, Kezia Purick 13.
This is the moment the government came unstuck, and in an extraordinary twist, the Speaker it had just managed to fire was rehired.
There is a God.
In the dead of night, the government had brought on what became a 5-hour debate to sack the Speaker and eventually unseated her after forcing a public show of hands on the floor. Then, in a rare show of unity between the opposition leader and his predecessor, Kezia Purick was immediately renominated.
The member for Goyder, who has operated with the utmost, highest character.
When it came to the crunch and Parliament was asked to vote in a new Speaker, this time by way of secret ballot, someone on the government's side broke ranks and voted to reinstate Kezia Purick.
Now what, Mr Clark?
During the chaos, parliamentary rules broke down. Photos were tweeted of ballot papers and media took taboo footage of the floor. The late-night coup came after increasing frictions about the government's political attack ads, funded by taxpayers.
Government absolutely had the right to sit out there and say to all those mums and dads who it was that stopped that legislation coming into force.
The government accused the Speaker, Kezia Purick, of abusing her impartial position to wage a personal campaign about the ads and other pet issues.
That is unheard of from an independent point of view. It's like an umpire on a football team putting on a set of pads and playing for another side during the game.
You use the crest of this House, and it is misinformed, it is wrong, it is lies. And on the strength of lies, you are now unseating the Speaker of this Parliament.
Welcome to what Territory politics looks like at 3:30 in the morning. Dark, sweaty, not much makeup, and there's a leaf blower going on in the background. Now, it's only been about 9 months or so since the last failed midnight coup, and that was when the Chief Minister, Adam Giles, nearly lost his job. The key question for him after the debacle overnight is whether or not his government can maintain the confidence of the Northern Territory Parliament, or whether he'll be forced to fresh elections. Reflecting on the government's attempts to unseat her, the resurrected Speaker's now looking more favourably at early elections.
I better not be too rude. I've just seen animals learn quicker than some of the things that, this government does.
Like her favourite cartoon character, the Speaker is now proving invincible. Elizabeth's ABC News.
And Jane, how has the government responded to its defeat today?
Well, the Chief Minister spent today putting on a brave face after failing to axe Kezia Purick as Speaker. Adam Giles has been at pains to dismiss the vote by a rebel member as a one-off rather than a sign he's unable to govern. On morning radio, the Chief Minister explained his attempt to get rid of Kezia Purick.
One only has to follow Kezia's Facebook page, the person who is the Speaker and was supposed to be impartial, and see her attacking my colleagues.
But brushed off his defeat in the vote to unseat her by a member on his own side.
I don't believe it is crossing the floor. It's picking 1 out of 2 to be the Speaker.
In return, Kezia Purick made clear she may now support a no confidence motion.
I am moving towards that way, and I did indicate that last night.
Adam Giles was at pains to show another more serious rebellion which could put him out of government was unlikely.
No, I'm not expecting that at all, Jane.
He hovered close to the Environment Minister at a tense media conference. Did you support keeping Kezia Purick as the Speaker?
Look, last night's votes are documented quite clearly. I supported the government.
What about in the secret ballot?
Look, a secret ballot is a secret ballot.
So you're not denying that you
that you voted to keep Kezia in the
Look,
Speaker
I
role.
just said a secret ballot is a secret ballot.
Would you vote with any motion that would bring us to an early election or unseat the government?
No.
Independent Jerry Wood doubts a no confidence motion would succeed.
The government seems to have made some arrangement with the member for Arnhem that I think that a motion of no confidence is not going to happen.
But Labor will give it a go next month.
The anonymous member of government who cast that vote may choose to do the right thing by their constituents.
Labor is not offering anything to win over Larissa Lee.
I will not be offering Larissa Lee or any other Member of Parliament inducements.
The Chief Minister is still denying any deal with Ms Lee.
There is no deals.
In question time, there were some preliminary swipes at Adam Giles.
When will you finally do the right thing, Chief Minister? Listen to Territorians and resign.
Okay, what's the alternative? A Labor Party without policy?
Both sides are getting ready for the next attack. Jane Bardon, ABC News.